Hello, Master Numerologist Andre Moore, and it's been over 3 years, and the fighting between Russia and Ukraine is still going on. So let us pray that this war comes to an end sooner than later. Okay, before I start my lesson today, I would like to announce that I'm going to be doing professional readings. If you're interested in a professional reading, just contact me through my email, which is Mr. mrpoet, mrpoet.moore, moore @gmail.com. That's Mr. Mr. Poet, poet .moore, moore gmail.com, and I'm going to be charging about $100 per reading. All right. Before I go into my lesson right quick, let's take a look at Mr. Charlie Kirk, vibrational energy. If you look at the Kirk, you can see that he carries double Ks, which breaks down to make, because of the double nine, it breaks down to make a 22-4 energy. His first letter is a 3, and the first earth tone is a 3, and the first letter is a 1. He died at age 31. So the 3 and the 1 makes the 4. These two 4 swings over to make an 8. His date of birth is October the 14th, 1993. If you take these two 9s out, you'll see the 31 or the 13 energy repeating again, which is the date of his death. Okay, you can also observe that he has 3 1s. October is a 1. His life path is a 1. Okay, so October the 14th, 1991. So that would be a 4, a 5, and a 1, which brings you back to a life path of a 1 energy. Okay, so there's 3 1s. There's a 1 here, a 1 there, and a 1 there. Once again, the whole reading is about the oral vibrational energy. He died 9 10. He was murdered 9/10/2025. You see the double 9s repeating again. A 9 here, a 9 here. You saw it here, 9 9. You saw it here, 9 9. Okay? At the age of 31, which is a 4 energy. And so he's boxed in with these double 9s, but you see the 1 energy is popping up there, which he has a very strong 1 vibrational priority, because you see it here, you see it here, and you see it here. The guy that allegedly murdered him is age 22. And once again, that's a 4 energy. So just a quick summation is that Charlie Kirk was very famous as an individual, as a what they call an influencer that will cover the 1 energy. And so he was destined to rise to the top in this particular incarnation. He used his voice to make that happen. Now, how did the power of the voice work out in this particular incarnation? Well, he was very gifted as a speaker, as an orator, but that same voice, you have to ask yourself the question, what was this voice advocating? You understand? This 4 energy is saying that this voice and this 1 energy had a lot to do with our structures and our foundations within our society, and it also had a lot to do with the economics aspect of our society as well. And as you can see over here, he carries the master letters 1111, which makes you 22, but there's 4 letters in his last name. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this because I want to get to something else. But you can take a look at this energy and you can just see how the 3-1 pattern there, the 3-1 pattern there, and the 3-1 pattern that he was murdered on. And so the 3 energy was definitely saying that it was about the tongue, it was about the mouth, it was about the oral vibration of the energy. Okay? All right. Okay. Let's take a quick look at the name of Joshua. Joshua. Okay. So there's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 6 letters. So that what surrounds him. That means the number 6 probably gonna play a very important role in Joshua's life. Okay. First, earth tone is a 1 energy, and the first vowel is a 6 energy. So the J and the 6. The J and the O. Okay? So that's going to make a 7. So the first letter is a J, which vibrates on the 10th level. And the first vowel is the O, which vibrates at the 15th, reduced down to the 6th, which gives you the number 7, which is an indicator that Joshua's going to have not only is he surrounded by the 6th energy, which rules home and family, but also an indicator of someone that's will lean towards the spiritual path. Okay? The name Joshua breaks down as such: Joshua. So you're going to have a 1, 6, 1, 8, 3, 1 pattern. Okay, so you see the 8 energy here. You also see the 8 energy here. 6 and 2 makes another 8. These 2 8s come back to make a 16, a 7 energy, which is going to reinforce the reading that he's going to lean in a more spiritual direction. Over here, the back end, the 8, 3, and the 1 vibrational energy creates the 12, which is the 3 energy, which is communication. And then you see these 2 3s right here drops down to make a 6 energy, which is another indication that the first vowel is a 6, the 6 letters in the name, and now you see the 6 energy that's popping up again. So very home and family is going to be very important. Then this pattern here, the 1, 6, 1 pattern, going to bring you a 7 here and a 7 there. Once again, another strong indication that he's going to lean toward a more spiritual, maybe metaphysical path. Okay? The name Joshua vibrates on the 2nd level, an individual that we feel comfortable working in a group setting. Okay? So here the 3, 4 is a structure, discipline. The 8, 3 is the 2 energy, which is his name, vibrates to a 2 energy. Okay. Now, this particular Joshua have these birth cycles. He's born in July on the 10th, 1987. So you notice right off the bat he has a 7, 1, 7 pattern which gives him a life destiny of the number 6. Remember, the number 6 was surrounding him, and it was his first vow. These double sevens that you see here, once again, is another strong indicator of his very strong spiritual vibration, the double sevens. And then you got the 717 pattern here, which created 8 here and an 8 here, which breaks down to make another 7. But you do see that there's money flowing through the birth cycles as well. Okay? And you see the 8 energy here, and you see the 7 energy there. Of course, the 1 energy is all about leadership. So, the destiny is home and family, but he's going to have a very strong tendency to lean towards maybe New Age metaphysics or traditional religion. There's money, but it's going to come from faith, because the double H dropped down to make the faith. And also the 1 energy also has a lot to do with taking self-initiative. So you see a 1 here and a 1 there as well. Okay? So, once again, if you're interested in getting a reading, that's Mr. M.R. Poet, Mr. Poet, mrpoet.moore at gmail.com. Send me your information, and I'm charging $100 a reading, and I'll work out the details through perhaps PayPal, and maybe do a live reading through WhatsApp. Okay? So, get your questions together, and and I'll show you what I see based on your numerological pattern. This is the pattern that you're born into. Your numerological pattern is the vibration that you're born into. You can manipulate and change the name, but the birth cycle is pretty much going to stay the same. Each individual, each cycle going to have their positive and their challenges aspects. I'll be able to show you where your strengths are lying, and also the energies that can trip you up. So you'd be in a better position to sidestep those obstacles that may be placed in front of your feet. I'll show you opportunities and times to seek love, career, divorce. If you're having issues on a personal level, I can take a look at the vibrational energy of that. So hopefully you can get something out of these 2 readings between Charlie Kirk, and maybe understand why it struck a chord within our society and perhaps around the world because of all those strong 9 vibrational energy. The 4 energy, where our foundations are being under assault through the tongue, through the mouth, because of the 3 energy there. And it's being led pretty much by 1 individual. That's where the 1 is coming from. And then the person that murdered him, the 22 energy, allegedly, he was living with a person, and so the number 2 rules group energy. But those 2 4s, his 22-4 and Charlie's 31-4 energy, dropped down to make that 8, which represents that the economy, is being shaken to its very core. So that's the metaphysical aspect of what's going on with Charlie Kirk. A lot of times people concentrate on the illusion, on the visible aspect of it. I take a look at what's going on behind the scene, on the metaphysical aspect of it, in the invisible realm. Okay, both realms are important, but I like to look at what's going on behind the scene. Most people are interested in what's going on, what's in front of them, what they can see, what they can hear, what they can feel, what they can taste. And there's nothing wrong with looking at life that way. But there's always going to be duality when you move into the denser vibration, which we are in, because the soul is in a dense reality called a body. So I hope this is was of help, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.